Hey everyone, welcome to a deep dive all about working at the University of Canberra.
You see.
Yeah, you see. We're going to be using academicjobs.com to really dig into what makes this university such a cool place to work,
So cool.
especially if you're someone you know who loves knowledge and growth and just a really positive environment.
I think we all want that.
Right. So get this.
Okay.
UC isn't just about hitting the books, it's this total hub for innovation and excellence.
It really seems that way. Yeah, and they're doing some seriously adventurous teaching and research from what I'm seeing on academicjobs.com.
That's what I was noticing too.
Yeah.
It's not just your typical university.
It's not.
I'm really excited to dig into this.
Me too.
So what's fascinating is that UC seems to go beyond just being a workplace.
Yeah, it's more like a community, you know?
Yeah.
They're really pushing boundaries in fields like AI,
Whoa.
robotics, and even cybersecurity.
Really?
Yeah, and I found this quote from a UC staff member on academicjobs.com.
Oh.
It says, after nearly 20 years at UC, it's both the people and the exciting and adventurous teaching and research we're all involved in that keeps me here.
Wow.
Can you imagine being part of that for 20 years
20 years.
and still feeling that excited?
Okay, that is impressive.
It is.
20 years at one place and they're still raving about it.
Yeah,
It makes you wonder what they're doing right.
for sure.
And those research areas you mentioned, AI,
Yeah.
robotics, cybersecurity, those are some serious buzzwords right now.
Huge.
It sounds like UC is right on the cutting edge.
Exactly. And it's not just about the tech itself, but the whole atmosphere around it.
Oh, interesting.
UC seems to have nailed this collaborative, supportive environment that lets people really dive into those new ideas.
Totally, because you need that support system, you know?
100%.
It can make or break your experience.
Yeah, it really can.
And speaking of support, I noticed on academicjobs.com that UC is really big on diversity and inclusion.
For sure. For sure.
I think this quote from a staff member really stood out to me. They said, "I love the strong focus on equity and accessibility here at UC.
Mm-hmm.
Throughout my career, I've had to navigate socioeconomic and racial prejudices.
Oh, wow.
Here I can help motivate students who feel isolation or face inequalities."
That is powerful.
It is right.
It really shows how UC walks the walk, not just talks the talk.
Exactly.
They've cultivated this welcoming environment where everyone, regardless of their background,
Anyone.
feels like they belong.
Yeah, that sense of belonging.
It's so important.
It can be so elusive in a workplace.
You're telling me.
But UC seems to have, cracked the code.
They really do.
I think that's a huge draw for anyone you know, especially if you've ever felt,
Out of place.
out of place or underestimated
Totally.
in your career.
Mm-hmm.
To know that your workplace has your back
Has your back.
and values you for who you are.
That's priceless.
It is priceless.
And they weave this commitment to equity and accessibility into every fiber of the university,
Oh.
whether it's teaching research or their support systems. UC is all about breaking down barriers and helping people reach their full potential.
It's pretty inspiring.
Inspiring is the word.
Okay, so we've got this picture of a supportive, inclusive environment.
Great environment.
But what about the day-to-day experience of working at UC?
Yeah, good question.
What are people saying about the actual work itself?
Well, one story on academicjobs.com that really stood out to me was about a staff member who initially only planned to stay at UC for 3 years.
Oh, no.
Right.
Where happened?
But guess what?
Yeah.
14 years later, they wouldn't trade it for anything.
14 years?
14!
Wow.
They said they love the feeling of being a valued member of the team and the broader UC community.
So they wanted to leave after 3 years and they ended up staying for 14.
Yeah.
That really speaks to the positive culture they've built.
It really does.
They must be doing something right to keep people that engaged and happy for that long.
Right.
It really highlights how UC isn't just offering jobs, they're fostering a genuine sense of community.
You got it. And that feeling of being valued, being more than just a cog in the machine.
More than a cog in the machine.
That's a recurring theme in a lot of the staff testimonials on academicjobs.com.
I could see how that would be a major perk.
Huge perk.
When you feel valued and respected,
Mm-hmm.
it completely changes your outlook on work.
Absolutely. And it seems like UC understands the importance of not just attracting top talent,
Yeah.
but holding on to it too.
Smart.
That speaks volumes about their leadership and their vision.
It does. Okay, so we've established that UC has this amazing, supportive culture.
Amazing.
But let's get practical for a second.
Okay.
What kinds of opportunities are we actually talking about here?
Yeah.
What kind of jobs are available?
Well, UC is a pretty big institution, so there's a lot of variety.
Makes sense.
You've got teaching and research roles, of course,
Of course.
but also a whole range of support and administrative positions.
Oh, cool.
Academicjobs.com really showcases that diversity of career paths,
I love that.
which is great for anyone looking for options.
Options are good. I love that they have such a range.
Me too.
It means there's something for everyone, no matter what your background or interests are.
Exactly.
What else jumped out at you about the work environment at UC based on what you saw on academicjobs.com?
One thing that's particularly appealing is their emphasis on work-life balance.
Okay, work-life balance.
They offer a range of benefits and leave options, including something called hybrid work arrangements.
Wait, tell me more about these hybrid work arrangements.
Oh, okay.
So
That's intriguing.
it basically means you can split your time between working on campus and working remotely.
Oh, wow.
It's all about giving employees the flexibility to manage their work and personal lives in a way that works for them.
Now you're speaking my language.
I know, right?
Work-life balance is so crucial, especially in today's world.
It's essential, and UC seems to get that.
They do.
They're creating a workplace where people can excel in their careers without having to sacrifice their personal lives. I'm really impressed with what I'm hearing so far.
I am too.
It sounds like UC is ticking all the boxes for a fulfilling and rewarding career.
Totally agree. But wait, there's one more piece of the puzzle we need to consider.
Oh, right.
Where exactly is UC located again?
UC's in Canberra, right?
Ah, yes, Canberra.
Now, for those of our listeners who might not be familiar with Australia, Canberra is the capital city.
Our nation's capital.
But it's not your typical bustling metropolis, is it?
You're right, Canberra is a bit different.
A little different.
It offers this unique blend of natural beauty and urban excitement.
Interesting.
You've got stunning Australian bushland right on your doorstep, but you're also just a stone's throw from a vibrant city center.
So it's not all work and no play.
Definitely not.
There's a whole dynamic city waiting to be explored.
Exactly. Canberra has a thriving cultural scene, amazing food and entertainment, and a reputation for being incredibly welcoming and inclusive.
I didn't know that about Canberra.
It's true.
That's great.
It's a great place to live, especially for those relocating for work.
Speaking of relocating, I know that can be a daunting prospect for some people.
Yeah, it can.
Does UC offer any support for new employees who are moving to Canberra?
They do.
They do.
According to academicjobs.com,
Yeah.
UC provides relocation support to help make the transition smoother.
Oh, wow.
They offer a relocation allowance to help with moving costs, and I'm sure they also have resources and guidance to help people get settled into their new lives in Canberra.
That's fantastic.
It is.
It really shows they're going above and beyond to support their employees.
Absolutely. It's clear that UC is dedicated to creating a positive and supportive work environment where people can truly thrive and reach their full potential.
And they're doing all of this in a city that offers a fantastic lifestyle and a welcoming community.
Exactly.
Wow, this is amazing.
Pretty amazing.
It sounds like UC is the whole package.
A whole package.
A supportive and inclusive work environment.
Yes.
Cutting-edge research opportunities.
Ugh.
And a vibrant city to call home.
What more could you ask for?
We've uncovered some serious gems today.
We have, but we've only scratched the surface. There's so much more to delve into.
Like what?
What about their specific research programs?
Oh, yeah?
Or their commitment to sustainability?
Okay.
Or their engagement with the local community?
And let's not forget about those amazing career opportunities they have available.
Right.
So much to explore.
So much more.
We've covered a lot of ground, but there's still so much more to discover about the University of Canberra.
Yeah.
Let's take a moment to process all this great information.
Okay.
We'll be right back to dive even deeper into the world of UC.
Sounds good.
Don't go anywhere. Welcome back, everyone. We just scratched the surface of what makes UC such a fantastic place to work.
I know, right? There's so much more.
So much more. Remember those hybrid work arrangements we talked about?
Oh, yeah, those are cool.
I'm kind of curious to hear more about the specific benefits and leave options UC offers.
Oh.
What did you see on academicjobs.com about that?
Well, it's impressive. UC seems to have thought of everything when it comes to supporting their employees.
Okay, tell me more.
So they offer generous leave entitlements.
What?
We're talking annual leave,
Okay.
sick leave, parental leave.
Oh, nice.
Plus, they're really embracing flexibility with those hybrid work models,
Yeah.
allowing staff to balance their work and personal commitments.
I mean, that's great to hear.
It is.
It sounds like they're really walking the walk when it comes to like promoting that whole work-life integration thing.
Totally.
But it's not just about the tangible benefits, is it?
No, you're right.
There's more.
UC also cultivates this culture of well-being.
Oh, interesting.
They really emphasize supporting employees' mental and physical health.
I like that.
They have programs and resources to help staff stay healthy and balanced.
Because a healthy and happy workforce is a productive workforce.
Exactly.
Right. It's a win-win for everyone.
Absolutely. It's fantastic.
It sounds like UC is really investing in their employees' well-being.
They are. And speaking of investing in employees,
Yeah.
UC is also very committed to professional development
Nice.
and career growth.
I like where this is going.
They offer a range of training and development opportunities to help staff enhance their skills and move forward in their careers.
So they're not just filling roles, they're actually looking for people to grow and thrive within the organization.
Exactly. They want their employees to feel valued and invested in.
Yeah.
And they provide the resources and support to make that happen.
That's a huge draw for anyone looking to build a long-term career.
It is. We've talked a lot about the work environment and benefits at UC,
We have.
but let's step back for a moment
Okay.
and look at the bigger picture.
The bigger picture.
UC is first and foremost a university,
Right. A place of learning.
learning discovery.
What can you tell us about their academic reputation and research initiatives?
Well, UC is highly respected academically, and they have a strong commitment to research and innovation.
Got it.
They have this incredibly vibrant research community making significant contributions in a wide range of fields,
Give me some examples.
from health and science to technology and the humanities.
Okay. Impressive. Can you give us some specific examples of the research happening at UC?
Definitely.
I'm always fascinated by the cutting edge work that's going on in universities.
Oh, for sure. Well, remember that quote we mentioned earlier from the IT manager in the Faculty of Science and Technology?
Oh, yeah.
He highlighted AI,
Hmm.
robotics, and cybersecurity as some of the key research areas at UC.
Oh, right.
Those are definitely hot topics these days.
They are. It's exciting to hear that UC is at the forefront of those fields.
They are. And they're not just chasing trends.
Okay, good.
UC is dedicated to conducting research that makes a real difference in the world.
That's what I like to hear.
They're tackling big challenges, seeking solutions to global problems.
It's one thing to be involved in cutting edge research, but it's even more meaningful when that research has the potential to positively impact society.
Totally agree.
That's inspiring.
It is, and UC provides a platform for researchers to do just that.
That's great.
They have state-of-the-art facilities and a collaborative environment that encourages innovation and creativity.
It sounds like a dream for any researcher who wants to make a real difference.
I think so, too.
Mm.
We've talked about UC's supportive work environment,
Mm-hmm.
their research.
Yeah.
But let's circle back to Canberra for a moment.
Okay, back to Canberra.
We touched on the city's natural beauty and vibrant culture,
Yeah.
but what about the community itself?
Oh, yeah. What's it like to actually live in Canberra?
Well, from what I've gathered, Canberra has a reputation for being a very friendly and welcoming city.
Okay, cool.
It has a strong sense of community,
Nice.
and people are generally very supportive of each other.
That's lovely. It sounds like a great place to raise a family or simply just enjoy a more relaxed and balanced lifestyle.
You're right, and there's a real sense of pride in the city. Oh, that's nice.
People are passionate about Canberra and all it has to offer.
We've covered so much ground today, from UC's commitment to diversity and inclusion
Mm-hmm.
to their focus on work-life balance and professional development.
Oh, yeah.
It's clear they're not just an employer. They're a community that values its employees and invests in their success.
It's true.
And it's all thanks to the insights we found on academicjobs.com.
Exactly. And I think it's important to emphasize that everything we're sharing is based on real staff testimonials and information provided on academicjobs.com, a trusted source for higher education career opportunities.
That's right. Academicjobs.com has been incredibly valuable for this deep dive.
It really has.
It's given us a real glimpse into what it's like to work at UC directly from those who know best.
The employees themselves.
The employees themselves, and if what we've talked about today has piqued your interest in career opportunities at UC or even in the wider Australian higher education sector,
Yes.
then academicjobs.com is the perfect place to start your search.
Couldn't agree more. They have a wide range of job postings there from top universities across Australia, including UC, of course.
Definitely. And it's not just about finding any job.
Right.
It's about finding the right job, one that aligns with your values, skills, and aspirations.
I couldn't agree more so. Whether you're a seasoned academic or just starting your career, check out academicjobs.com
Yes.
and see what exciting opportunities await.
It's never too late to explore new possibilities and pursue your passions in a supportive and rewarding environment.
And who knows, maybe you'll find yourself calling UC
And Canberra.
and Canberra your new home.
I hope so.
But before you do that, we have one more part of this deep dive for you.
One more part.
We'll be back in a flash, so stay tuned.
And we're back for the final part of our deep dive into the University of Canberra.
A grand finale.
Remember, we left you with a bit of a cliffhanger.
We did.
We asked you to think about which aspects of UC's culture and values really resonated with you.
Yeah, what stood out the most?
So what was it? Was it their commitment to diversity and inclusion?
Or their emphasis on work-life balance?
Could be.
Or maybe they're groundbreaking research initiatives.
All good options, but maybe it was the genuine warmth and sense of community,
Yeah.
that just radiates from all those staff testimonials we saw on academicjobs.com.
Well, for sure.
Whatever it was. I hope this deep dive sparked a sense of possibility for you, like a glimpse of a place where you could genuinely belong and thrive.
I'm feeling inspired. UC seems to have struck this incredible balance between pursuing academic excellence and nurturing a genuine care for its people.
It really is refreshing. And they haven't just checked those boxes, They've
Yeah.
woven these values into the very fabric of their institution.
And it shows.
It really does. And I think that speaks volumes about the leadership at UC.
For sure.
Leaders who prioritize not just results, but the well-being and development of their entire community.
Yeah, that's a recipe for success.
It is.
Not just for UC, but for everyone who becomes a part of it.
Exactly. When people feel valued and supported, they're more engaged, more productive, and honestly, just happier.
Happier.
And that positive energy, it ripples outward, creating this truly vibrant and thriving environment.
Speaking of vibrant environments, I keep thinking back to Canberra.
Me too.
We've talked about its natural beauty and cultural attractions,
Yeah.
but what really struck me was that sense of community.
Yes, that welcoming and inclusive atmosphere that seems to permeate the entire city.
Yeah, it's the perfect complement to the supportive culture we've seen at UC.
Totally.
Imagine this. You start your day at UC surrounded by passionate colleagues contributing to meaningful work.
Love it.
Then you step out into a city that embraces you with open arms.
That sounds like a good life.
That's a recipe for a fulfilling life,
It is.
both professionally and personally.
Couldn't agree more. And while we've done our best to capture what it's like to work and live in this incredible environment,
Yeah.
you really have to experience it firsthand.
You're absolutely right. Words can only take you so far.
That's true.
So for those of you who are feeling that spark of possibility, I encourage you to take the next step.
What's the next step?
Head over to academicjobs.com
Yes.
and explore the incredible opportunities that await you at the University of Canberra.
Do it.
Don't just dream it.
Do it.
Your next adventure might be just a click away.
You never know.
And remember, academicjobs.com isn't just about UC. They have postings from top universities all across Australia.
They do.
So as we wrap up our deep dive, I want to leave you with this thought.
Okay, I'm listening.
Never stop seeking out environments that nourish your soul, challenge your mind, and allow you to make a meaningful contribution to the world.
Beautifully said.
That's a wrap on our exploration of the University of Canberra.
That's a wrap.
We hope you enjoyed the journey.
Safe travels, everyone.
Until next time, stay curious and open to those new possibilities.
Always.
Happy job hunting.